feeling dirty? Make sure to stay tuned in for the dirty truth. Coming up next.
Let's try.
Are we on? Well, welcome to Dirty Truth Radio.
Guessing.
Tag team partners are back. We had a 3-week seseparation. We had a 3-week divorce, but now we're back together.
Yeah.
She
and
said
just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Yes, she said I do right before the show. So, I'm Fred Hawthorne. This is Roselle. Welcome to Dirty Truth Radio. Today we got an impactful show. We're going to talk about nines and dimes, how so many people underachieve, and how I innately believe that we are innately attracted to beauty, and it's our duty to search and conquer. I shouldn't say conquer, but conquer and or fall in love with beauty. So how you doing today, Roselle?
I'm good. It's a good day.
It's a good day? Why is it a good day, Roselle?
Because it's my birthday.
All I want for my birthday is a big booty house. Happy birthday, Roselle. And I got you something. I got you a cupcake because I got you chocolate.
Really?
I got you chocolate and I ruined it. Dog. But because I know you like chocolate men, so I got you a chocolate cupcake and it's ruined. So I got a match, so we can do this really quick.
No
Give me a
way.
second out there. I got you.
I didn't know this.
You know the funniest thing? Look at the cupcake. I ruined it. But anyways, this is my first time actually buying a lighter. I felt kind of violated, so you should feel special.
Really?
This first time ever I've bought.
I usually have it for a candle at home. Do you even know how to use it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Make a wish. Watch a candle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now it's smashing your face.
No. Have plans tonight. But thank you. I was not
and we got the
expecting
music
that.
for you and everything, so you're good as gold. So we're getting back on topic.
Yes.
Roselle
Back
eats with
to
her
business.
fingers. Back to business. Yeah. So let me do my question first because she's been waiting for 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, we've got behind, and she emailed me this 3 weeks ago, and I failed to give it to you last week.
Okay.
So she wrote, the guy I've been seeing for a year is acting selfish and weird. I have supported him with money like every good girl should. Well, my dad got sick and was in ICU. I called him, but he was too busy. He ignored me the next day. I got sick and said it was over if this continued. After 2 days of hanging out with his friends, he texted me he couldn't do this and was unhappy. No, he didn't reply. I feel sorry for your dad. Nothing about that. He humiliated me in front of his best friend. I went to get my things, and he had his friend bring them out. Said he was getting him. They locked the door in my face. We're 32. I never deserved to be treated so poorly. What should I do? Please, anything helps. I'm so embarrassed and feeling betrayed.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I want you to answer because I'm going to answer from probably both sides. But go ahead. I want to hear your perspective.
When the first time I heard it, when you read it to me, every morning you tell yourself an affirmation, right? Mm-hmm. To kind of like start your day. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, she should read her own questions over and over again. Sure. Because in that question, I could already feel that she knows what to do. Mm-hmm. She needs to walk away from that relationship because it's not healthy. It's not good for her. When she's starting to doubt herself, and that's kind of like an equivalent of just being rejected.
Oh, I agree.
So she should walk away.
And part two, remember, there's 4 things that a man should do for a woman, right? The 3 Ps. Provide, protect, profess, and fuck the shit out of you, right? We've established that on this show. Now, if you read her, she said, I have supported him with money. Provide. X. He's not providing for her. 2, a man professes, right? And in her statement, she said he humiliated her in front of her best friend. So he's not professing her love. There's a lack of respect, and he's not providing for her. So if ladies, if you enjoy on Friday getting 50% of your paycheck, then you have every right to be with this man. But if you want 100% of your pay,
Yep.
you should expect the same thing in a relationship. And I'm sorry I'm equating money with a relationship, but just for the sake of this conversation, she should run as fast as she can because it's two-pronged. She should be thankful he ended this after a year because no woman deserves to be with a man with such a callous heart. You know, he couldn't end it with some dignity and or respect.
Yep.
You know, and I think she got off easy. I mean, she donated a year of her life to this man, and thank God it didn't go on for 5 or 6 years. And they happened to have a baby, and they happened to get a house, and married. Yeah. So she got off pretty easy. She got off pretty good. So let's move on.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, consider yourself lucky. Next question. What we got now?
Okay. Everybody says that we should. When you're dating too soon, you should not talk about sex, religion, and relationship right away. How soon can I talk to the guy I'm seeing about relationship?
Relationship? I think there's an energy about chemistry that will allow it to have an ebb and flow. You know, like it's a smoothness to it. It's not force. You know, it's kind of like having that conversation when no one wants to hang up on the phone. Like it will navigate itself. It's like a river. It always goes to the ocean, right? And that's the way typically it should be. I wouldn't give it a time frame. Yeah. However, before you lie with a man, ladies, if this is serious, if he's not a booty call, he's aesthetically beautiful. If you're not just sleeping with him for selfish reasons, if you want a relationship, it should be established prior to sleeping with him because the paradigm goes upside down once you lie with a man. He's in complete control of you, and your unwillingness to let go will allow you to continuously sleep with him without being in a relationship. So prior to, if you guys are going to become intimate, rules and relationships needs to be established.
Expectation.
State
your voice your expectation. Because you might not get everything. I said this last week. You might not get everything, but if you don't ask for it, you're gonna get nothing.
You're right.
So you're not actually demanding it. You're just stating it. This is what I'm looking for. You know, I'm not looking for a booty call. I'm not looking for a friend. This is what I'm looking for. And then you go with your thing. You know, have fun.
But if he just wants to fuck him, I mean, by all means.
Then, by all means do it. Next one. How would I know that I'm a rebound?
By the way, are you getting birthday sex tonight?
No, I'm having dinner with my sister.
I'm just asking because I mean, I need to play that. I'm gonna play that song during break, "Birthday Sex" by Jeremiah, to get you all crumped up, see what you've been missing. Anyway, what's the next question?
Okay, how would I know that I'm a rebound?
Well, if you were a great player like I was, you would never know. Like, you will never know.
Okay, for normal people, like for a woman, how she would know that she's a rebound?
I mean, he slips up. I mean, it's just no way a man will allow her. I mean, if he's crying and talking about his ex all the time, which no man should. No man should. I mean, if he's playing the game wrong if she knows she's a rebound woman.
I think if there's, I put it in actually, is if there's a very little emotional substance in the relationship, you cannot connect because you keep going back to the past.
Oh, his doors are closed.
Yeah, that means he's not over yet.
Okay.
You know, you deserve better than that.
We got a lot of questions.
I know. This is very interesting. Okay, maybe the last
Thank you guys for Instagram.
I know,
and Roselle's in charge of that, so don't think that you're getting me. Roselle is in charge. She's the cyber queen, so I'm not getting. So she don't respond to you. Yell at her. Go to her Facebook and cuss her out.
And the thing is, like, there's more. I'm just going through, because, okay, the next one is, how should I handle a crazy ex-girlfriend?
How should you handle a
crazy ex-girlfriend?
Relive, revisit your sexual fantasies. If she's crazy, she would do damn near anything. And the only way, if you want her out of your life.
Well, for me, I was brought up by my grandmother, and she always say you always want to handle things in a very ladylike,
But she's not. She says she's crazy, so.
No, but the thing is, like, that girl, it's someone's sister. It could be your sister. It could be your girlfriend. The problem with women is they hating each other so much that if she have to feel sorry. That ex-girlfriend can be her in the future.
So you're... this is you're not speaking from a male's perspective. This is
the girl.
This is the girl.
How should I handle a crazy ex-girlfriend?
Well, She can't do anything about it. Remember, provide, protect, and in this case, profess. So the man has to profess his love for his new girlfriend to his ex-girlfriend. Says, this is the boundary. You cannot cross it. Period. End of discussion. And if you cross it, there will be consequences. That is end of discussion, because a man always protects home base. If he's in love with this woman, he will say, stop. Like baby mama drama. No, we're not having this. This is my wife. This is my girlfriend. And these are our kids when we're together. So you cannot cross this boundary. And the boundaries need to be set by the man. If the new girlfriend begins to get confrontational, then it's chaos. No one's in charge. There's no captain of that ship. Everyone's a passenger. Someone has to be the captain of the ship, and in this case, the man needs to be the captain.
Yeah, actually, that's what I told her. Is like, you actually do not have to handle her. It's actually your man who has to handle her. And the thing is, like, just like I said, you just have to also think about that. That's someone's sister. That's someone's friend. It could be you in the future if something that doesn't work.
Have you ever been a crazy ex?
No.
No.
I always held myself in a high regard.
Oh, okay. That's what you're telling everyone out there.
Oh, yes.
So
I have no trails of wretchedness. Okay, last one.
Last question.
Okay, what are the biggest myths about men, women, and sex?
Men, women, and sex? Well, there's no myths about me. Everything is true. What are some myths? I don't know.
The myth that men want sex more than women.
Men want sex more than women? More than women.
Is that a myth? I think that's a myth.
I think as men get older, they seek satisfaction from elsewhere because of lack of health and or providing for the home and children and their wife. So they instinctively have to draw from other places. And as women get older, their responsibilities outside the house lessens if the man is the primary provider. So she have time to fantasize, read books, talk to girlfriends, and continuously ignite that passion in her. You get what I'm saying? So men become more tactile, and just like women instinctively become more visual, imaginative, and so the paradigm moves opposite as we age. I think sex is essential. What are some myths? That every man is great? I learned that, like, what did Latasha say? Every man is not giving great dick.
No. It's time.
Damn, it's time. We'll be back. Dirty Truth Radio. Fred Hawthorne and Roselle. We'll be back for our next segment in 2 minutes. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Damn, that was
We are the Three Guys Rant
with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen, then you never know what's going to happen.
855-69 Three Guys. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Laza with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the Three Guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar,
Carlos Medrano, and this is a show where we talk about
comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things.
Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
We're back. Fred Hawthorne and Roselle, Dirty Truth Radio. Feel free to call in. You know, a viewer called and said that we're going to be our audience guilty pleasure because they're too afraid to call in because we're too aggressive and too firm. But feel free to call in 855-969-7268. Don't be afraid. All right, we're two rambunctious lions, but I'm sure we can accommodate you with your questions. But yeah, we're gonna jump into nines and dimes, right? Is that what we're gonna do
yeah.
now? Okay.
We have a good question. This is actually from Sevilla, so I'm reading it right now. She asked what makes a 10 a 10? Is it body, brains, beauty, or a combo of all? Hi, Sevilla.
It's a combination of all. However, you cannot be a 10 if you're 30 pounds overweight, you have an abundant weave in your head, you have terrible skin, you have terrible hygiene, you're unfulfilled in your career. But there's a grace. Me and many of my friends, we have this conversation. There's a grace about a woman. You know, it's hard for me to put into words, but you know when a woman is just gliding, like she's self-assured.
Gliding.
She's
I don't walk, I glide.
Oh, yeah. Did I get that from you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got it from you.
And the thing is that I get to the destination faster too, right?
Oh, yeah, when we were walking through the palms, right? I'm like, how'd you beat me here? Yeah.
I'm gliding.
But there's a grace about a woman. Yes, there has to be, but I'm not going to lie to our audience. Beauty has to be attached to it. It's not. You can't be a 10 and be absolutely ugly. I'm sad. I'm not going to even apologize for that. In addition to being beautiful, you have to have things lined up. That's why when people say more people are attracted to me when I'm in a relationship than when I'm out of a relationship because your energy is unison. So your energy is cohesive. It's unified. So it's not fragmented east. It's not fragmented west. It's not fragmented north. It's not fragmented south. And when people walk by you, they can smell how unified your spirit is with your physical presence.
Is that applies to women too?
Yes. Yeah.
When they're with a man, then all of a sudden they become more attractive.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. And people know when you're in a beautiful relationship. You know, the relationship has a bounce about it. You know, it's plentiful. Everyone wants to be around you.
That's true.
You know, but a 10 is a combination of all of that. In terms of wanting marriage, a 10 is the beauty. A 10 is the spirituality, the finances, her embracing her womanhood. But if we're just going to talk on the surface and men wanting to have sex, it starts and ends with beauty and a fat ass and a minimum C cup. You know, it just does. You know, it's.
I have my 2 cents about it.
Go ahead.
This doesn't come easy. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Goddesses are made, not born. You know,
Okay.
All of the women, like most of women. most of the women, you just don't kind of like come out so darn beautiful or, like very assured of yourself. It's like you have to rebrand yourself. You have to work towards it. If you have a effed up skin, go to the dermatologist. If you think you're not cultured enough, then go ahead and attend some, musical and get cultured. And, like if you're not very kind of like timid, then learn how to be, go out there and socialize, like work on your communications.
Absolutely.
It's made, not born. You have to work towards self-improvement. Get fit, educate yourself. Always add value. So the thing is, when I was in college, one of my homeboy actually dating this woman, and she's kind of big, but the way she handles herself, and the thing about it is, like, I think she's probably a 10 and a 12. For me, she's big, but the way she handles herself, she's very good looking.
Yeah, everyone has different standards. Though.
Yeah.
Like your 10. I'm not saying my 10 is not your 10.
I'm a 9.8 right now because I forgot my lipstick.
Oh my God, you're full of yourself there. But I actually wrote something. Speaking of
I'm funny. Look at that.
a lack of sense of humor.
Yes, a funny woman is that.
But I actually wrote in my book. You guys need to go out and get this book. It's like one of the best books. Ching ching bling bling. But anyways,
on Amazon.com.
Yeah, go. So I said, and I quote, "I have never in my years of living have had a man describe a woman of his dreams as being average looking, 30 pounds overweight, stretch marks on her stomach, a weave bigger than life, terrible skin, and a terrible attitude." No, see, and it bothers me. I'm not going to say it pains me. It bothers me. It bothers me when I see men, and I know when men feel like they just compromise everything that they've desired in life. Like you see them walking down the street, lifeless, monotone, don't have no bounce to them. They look like their life is unfulfilled. We walk by these people all the time in life, and I don't think no man should ever compromise. My 10 is not his 10. I'm not saying I define what beauty is. You define what your 10 is, and you go attain it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm 100% sure no man wants a woman that's obese. That's obese. It just doesn't work that way. They may be a small. Forgive me. They may be a small percentage, maybe 0.1%. But instinctively, no man wants to be a 10. So a woman, you cannot be a 10 if you're physically.
And I think a woman should also put their selves in. Okay, I want to. Everyone says they're okay. I'm a 10. Then act like a 10. Know your worth. If you're a 10, then you're gonna go to the gym and live a healthy life. Those junk food, drinking, smoking. That's not being a 10.
That leads to the next phase of being a 10. It's not just physical, and you mentioned earlier the actual development, because Jay-Z actually said in one of his songs, he says, in life, you design yourself. You get what I'm saying? So you are the artist, you are the Picasso, you are the Rembrandt, you are everything to yourself. You are responsible for how others respond to you. You are your own manifestation. You get what I'm saying? So in addition to the beauty, as you said, culture, arts, learn how to communicate. And I use myself as an example. I've mentioned this on the show before. I read a lot. I never told many of my friends. I mean, that's the dichotomy of being young and black is that you are taught at a very young age that based off the commercials, based what's prevalent in your community, that sports is like the key to success. Sports got me so far, but I was literally ashamed. And I had this conversation with my buddy Mike in Uptown. I was like, I was ashamed to let my friends know that I enjoyed the arts.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I never told my friends in college that I read a lot, and people always saw the girl chasing rambunctious athletic Fred in college. No one ever knew that I read a lot of books. I read the thesaurus so I could know how to say another word in a different manner. And I remember this vividly. When I was younger, I was appreciative when people say, "Oh, you sound white," And now I'm 35. I'm like, I don't sound white. I'm just educated now. It's not, and I take great pride in the skills that I developed when I was in college, although I was ashamed of them because I thought it would ostracize me out of my core group that I was in. But at the end of the day, it's the reason why I've written 3 books. It's the reason why I've had some successes in my life, and I choose to attain more. But it starts with the principles of you design yourself. You can design yourself to be a 10, no matter how you come out. Because look, when I was younger, my nose was bigger than Texas. I was the ugliest kid. I tell people I was an ugly kid. Something happened. No, Roselle, I'll be a dead artist.
But it's shrunk.
Yeah, something happened. Something happened when I was in the 8th grade. I'm not lying. I never had a girl who wasn't attracted to me till I got to high school. I don't know. I was always, center of attention, class clown. But when I got to the 9th grade, the 10th grade, I apologize because I went 7th to 9th. I was at Horseman. But when I got to the 10th grade, girls just became attracted to me. And it was the weirdest thing because I used to always get joked like, your nose is so big, people else can't breathe around you, et cetera, et cetera. But something happened in the 10th grade and girls just became attracted to me. And I was like, and then what excited me more was when I transferred from an inner city high school. I went to Washington. I got kicked out of Washington, so I got into a fight, and I went to Fremont High School. And my mom says, no, you ain't going to Fremont. It was like a prison in there, right? So we went to Venice High School. And then it was the first time, my 11th grade year was the first time that a non-black or a Mexican was attracted to me. White people were attracted to me. I'm like, this is weird. I've only seen this in the movies, right? It was like the weirdest thing for me. And I'm like, wow, white women like me. Indian women have the potential to like me. Asian women have the potential to like me. And lo and behold, I'm like, man, I like this. I like the affection I'm getting, this attention that I'm getting from women. So I think Venice was probably the genesis of it because I had to learn other cultures. Maybe if I would have stayed at Washington, my advancement of culture and other civilizations, I want to say like we're prehistoric, but other civilizations allowed me to submerge myself in other cultures. And I think that quite possibly could have been the genesis of it, of me learning other cultures and them being affectionate towards me. So I don't know, man. I'm just talking about this right now.
No, because I was just like saying is like because on our poster we did put one woman, a very beautiful woman on top. It says 10, and then the second one is 2 5s and then 5 2s. What I think her question was, what makes her a 10? Is it because of her big booty? What makes the other?
That's a piece of it.
Because she looked fit. And then the second one is, why is it 2 5s? Because they're pretty, they look okay.
Yeah,
but
they're pretty, but they're probably ratchet. They're probably talk like
they're missing something
there. That's it.
They're missing something.
Okay, now it started to make. We got 23 seconds. It hit me now. Yes, because let's say you're supposed to. Life is like a treasure hunt, right? Life is like a treasure hunt. As you go, life is a 300-piece puzzle. So every day in life, or every year in life, you have to find 300 pieces to this puzzle. It's a treasure hunt. As you go through life as a woman and or a man, I'm going to have to finish this when we come back. Fred Hawthorne and Roselle with Dirty Truth Radio, we're coming back, and we're going to finish this when we come back. It just hit me. Thank you, Roselle, for bringing that up. We'll come back. Thank you, guys.
Experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Ticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Ticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
And we're back.
I'm still getting greetings on Instagram.
So it just hit me. I had an aha moment as you talking about, you said the woman was missing something. Here's how you become a 10. I don't care what you look like, what you've been through, the obstacles you've had to overcome or you will have to overcome. Life is, I'm going to pick up, life is a 300-piece puzzle. It's a treasure hunt, right?
Uh-huh.
So now, as you walk through life, you are given tidbits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you miss it, you've missed a piece of the puzzle.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? So if along your journey you meet someone who's well versed in Shakespeare, hypothetically speaking. Now, it's not just Shakespeare. He's introducing you to a different culture, a different way of life. So now, when you pick up that piece of the puzzle to Shakespeare, now as you're going through life, then you pick up another piece of the puzzle, culinary arts. You meet a male or female friend that's a great chef.
Uh-huh.
And now you're semi well versed in how to cook. Then you meet someone who wants to teach you Spanish. I'm just giving hypothetical situations, right? So you're picking up these pieces of puzzle along the way, and you continuously introduce them to your life. And part one, you embrace them. More importantly, you embrace them. So you're developing self.
Uh-huh.
What these fives don't do is they say, fuck Shakespeare. I'm never going to read that book. I don't like the way they wrote it. I don't talk like that. I'll never have a conversation about that. That's what fives do. Fives and two do. A 10 will say, Shakespeare. I don't really love it, but
let me try.
Let me try this out.
Let me try.
You know,
a lot of people are asking me, they says like, why are you flying now? Why are you trying to learn French? Why are you trying to do this or a motorcycle? It's self-improvement. I really truly believe that as long as you're still breathing, you can always add value to yourself. And the thing is that my 10 now is not going to be a 10 tomorrow or next month. It's a continuous growth.
It's very volatile. Like
yes.
You can continuously mold it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if I am a 10, but I act accordingly to a 10.
Yeah.
I act according to the rubric of a 10. Some people may look at Fred and like, I mean, you're just ugly. I mean, you're too short. I don't like guys that are as big as you. You're too rambunctious. You talk too much. And that's fine. But like we talked about this just over break. You are somebody's 10. If you embrace this treasure hunt of life, you are someone's 10. If not, you've just settled. You've just flat out settled. You say, oh, I'm going to skip this step. I'm only going to go to junior college. I'm not saying college is the answer, just an example. I'm not going to get my BA. I'm just going to get my AA. Now, keep in mind, many of the successful people in life, such as the presidents, actors, if you look at their history, many of them have gone to college. You know, like President Obama, who knew at 19 when President Obama went to Occidental College for 2 years that he would go to Harvard and 25 years later become president of America. You get what I'm saying? So you're missing, if you choose not to embrace the treasure hunt of life, which is knowledge, which gains power, and you allow and you miss it, shame on you. You know,
I have a question though.
Yes.
Okay. We read this book. Even Linda says that men marry above their station and woman doesn't.
I don't believe in that one bit.
I know, right?
I don't.
But men do marry above their stations, though.
Hell no.
They
Men,
do.
No,
they do look for. If you're an 8, men usually go for the 10. They will go for the 10.
No.
While women will not go for the 10. They will go for that 8.
I'm speaking from a male's perspective. Men, there's only two ways with men. You're either confident or not confident. It's not you either act like you're a 10 or you don't act like you're a 10. There's no middle ground with men because
you didn't get the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Men go for a higher level. They always go for the 10. They always go for the 10. Women don't. Women will go for 8, 7, 9. And why is that? It really baffles me. I've seen it. Yeah, I have seen so many beautiful women. I have seen so many beautiful women that, I was like, what the hell is missing here? You know, she's with this guy. I don't know if there's money, included in there. Maybe, they're meeting each other expectation. He wants a good-looking model-like women, and
the reason why women settle insecurities and what allows a woman to be insecure, they missed a piece of the treasure hunt. They missed it. They missed it. They allowed a man or another friend or a female friend to or they did it themselves. I mean, you're the ultimate clipper of your ship. So you've allowed yourself to miss the piece of the treasure. I've met many women who say, you know what? I'm not dealing with you. And we use terms like beneath me, I'm above you. But the bottom line is they believe they can do better.
Yep.
They can believe. People want to marry the best. It's just,
why do you think Brad Pitt dumped Jennifer Aniston? Because Angelina Jolie is above Jennifer Aniston.
You think? I don't know that. I've never met him, so I don't know. But physically, maybe.
Yeah. And
I'm not attracted to Jennifer Aniston.
I think she's more adventurous, though, and spontaneous.
Well, in her movie role, she looks that way.
No, she does, ride motorcycles.
Oh, she does? Okay.
Playing helicopter,
But
it's adding value. So we agree that it's adding value. But to me, if you miss the treasure hunt, for me, it's always tomorrow is another day. Don't lose hope. Keep continuing. If, my God.
You're not losing. This is the catch. I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. You're not losing if you embrace the treasure hunt. Remember, you're going to fail. Abraham Lincoln failed numerous times before he became president of America. You get what I'm saying? You're going to fail. Michael Jordan missed over 50% of his shots in his career. You're going to fail. Don't be deterred. Treat yourself like a dime, and you will get a dime. It's just the bottom line.
You are who you date.
To some degree, you are who you date. You are who you date.
You're going to end up with.
Yeah,
and people are going to be more attracted to you. If you really feel like you're a dime, you're going to act like a dime. You're going to treat yourself like a dime, and therefore you're going to attract dimes.
Yeah, and keep in mind, every relationship has a sunset date. People are so distraught when it comes to the length of the relationship. Remember, 100% of relationships have a sunset date, whether it's death or whether you depart. You get what I'm saying? So people say, oh, I was only with him for 2 years. I just donated 2 years of my life. Fucking grow from there. It's grow.
Give your all for that 2 years. People should really give
the only way you can be a dime. This is the only way you can be a dime. I'm sorry.
It pains.
The only way you can be a dime is if you give your all.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, like you hear those women. They say, men say, oh, she's pretty, but. Once that but come in, that means she went from a 9 to an 8 to a 7, and you may be the finest woman in the world.
And that's also to women that still think about their ex and they can move forward. It's because they didn't give their all. They were saying always like, oh, I should have done that, I should have been more affectionate. No, if you cannot give, because you already did give your all, there's nothing hidden under your sleeves to give, you're ready to move on. I said, shit, I gave my all, that's it.
If you're a dime, if you can consider yourself a dime. Okay, let's use work as an example. if you don't give your all at work, you are underachieving. And more often than not, everyone at work knows. Just like everyone in a company knows who's working hard. Man, that guy or that woman over there, they worked hard every day. They come in 30 minutes early, they leave 30 minutes late. They're respectable, they're commendable, and they always seem like they're put together well. You get what I'm saying? The same things hold true in a relationship. Outside of the relationship, everyone knows. This person is giving their all in a relationship. This woman is a great mother. This man is a great father. This man is a great protector. This woman protects her home. So give your all. The only way you can be a dime, the only way, man, woman, and child, the only way you can be a dime is if you give your all.
But some of the women will have a problem with that too. He said, okay, I did this, but he's not giving this. And
it doesn't matter but the other variable. You're self-improving. You are self-developing. You are developing. You are on the treasure hunt of life. Do not be disturbed or perturbed by another variable. There are going to be times when life gets in the way. He doesn't come home on time. He forgets your birthday. What else? He doesn't pay attention to the kid. He misses your son's first basketball game. You're there. Keep in mind, you're present. You're in the moment. Embrace that moment. Grow with the moment, because energy and moments are never disconnected. You can't take it's over 7 o'clock right now. You can't disconnect 7:01 from 7:02. You can't say, I'm going to stop my life at 7:01 and jump to 7:15. You can't do that in life. Everything is connected. There's a synergy about life, and there's a synergy about that treasure hunt. You get what I'm saying?
But the thing is, like, with me, a woman should always know also when to walk away. When you give your all and still not improving the situation, then it's time to walk away. And the thing is, if you're a dime, you will not going to have a hard time walking away from that.
No, you're not going to have a hard time.
I was like, you're really not going to have a hard time walking away from a situation.
You're absolutely right.
You will know, even before you start a relationship, that you always know when to walk away.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
When you're feeling trapped, that means you're not a dime, because you don't know how to detach yourself from that situation, even though it's toxic.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, there are toxic relationships, yes. And you may seek counsel, but at the end of the day, if you embrace the treasure hunt, you know truth. You get what I'm saying? And if you have some faith about yourself, I'm not gonna get on a God tangent here, but if you're faith-based, whether you believe in Hare Krishna, whether you believe in Jesus Christ, or you're Catholic or Buddhist, it doesn't matter. If you're faith-based, you have the ability to embrace truth. You have the gift of discernment. You know right from wrong, left from right. You get what I'm saying? So there's no way on God's green earth you will allow others to treat you in that manner.
Yeah, compromise or integrity.
Never compromise.
Integrity is a really good word for me. Honestly, for a man, if a woman is not honoring you, and a woman, if there's no integrity in the relationship, I think that's toxic.
Absolutely.
And if you're a dime, you will know that's toxic.
You will know.
Because when you're a dime, you go into a relationship, you're really this happy person, and then all of a sudden that happiness is starting to deteriorate.
You're absolutely right.
And it's like, this is not for me.
Absolutely right. And we got 7. Man, we're getting passionate.
I know. Okay, we'll be back then.
We'll be back. Fred and Roselle, Dirty Truth Radio. Call in. Don't be afraid. 855-969-7268. We'll be back.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to PR0 Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.PR0pizza.com. PR0 Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your PR0 Pizza today.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar.
Carlos Madrano, and this is a show where we talk about
comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things.
Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
And we're back for the last segment. We're getting out. People are texting me. Will you guys fucking call in instead of being afraid? I'm answering questions on text. I'm sorry my head is down when we come back.
We have a phone
from
number
the
and
show. They call with me. Don't call me. Call the radio show. Don't text me. But anyhow, text me. I'm your buddy, but text me. Anyhow, so I
want to talk about this because
ahead.
I told you it's like I think this is also because of the 10. It's like I was reading this article that a lot of women. I was really surprised. It says 27% of men, 44, which is way higher, 44% of women feeling trapped in the relationship. They feel trapped, and I thought it was always the men who feel trapped instead of a woman, And I think it's because, like I said, because men are very meticulous. They're taking, careful to get into a relationship, while women are so emotionally in tune.
They jump emotionally
they're
first.
Jumping, and they're missing those tense.
Yes.
They're missing those tense, the other tense, because they're just so emotionally in tune with that guy, the connection, and they will just jump. And then once they get the relationship, they're going to realize, hey, this is not my 10.
Yes.
And they feel trapped. And do you think that's true?
I don't know what the percentage are, but there are many. I'm gonna speak from a male perspective, and you feel free to speak from a female perspective. There are financial obligations that a man provides in a relationship, and there are financial circumstances if a man decides to get out of a relationship. In terms of alimony, child support, having to find a new home, having to give the woman 50% of what he's earned, what he's developed. So from that standpoint, yes, there is some trapping involved, but I don't know the exact percentages, but I know a few of my friends who are trapped and are adamantly unfulfilled in their relationship, and they are desperately seeking a way to get out without giving up half of what they've earned over.
Even though biologically innate for men to slowly take matters like the relationship from dating to relationship to engagement to marriage, you guys are way slower. Just like the book says, it's 80% of men will take really to a halt, like slow down the relationship, turn into a deeper relationship. Well, while women will just jump into
they will. Well, you also got to keep in mind. See, when you were younger, people were texting you. See, just call in, and but. Remember from birth, when you were 8 years old, ladies, you were a dime. Your imagination was as big as Texas. Your heart was as big as the universe. When you were 8 years old, you were beautiful. You were omnipotent. You were special. And then somewhere along the way, you became jaded. You get what I'm saying?
She got hurt.
She got hurt, and or saw someone else get hurt, or she heard her sister say, "Man, these men are dogs out here. There are so few good men in this world." And that slants her perception of the world and men. So, with that being said, revert to how you felt when you were 8 years old, and I'm talking for men and women. Go back to when you were 8, and you remember those moments in the 3rd grade when you was playing with Charlie, you was playing with Russell, and you were playing kickball, and and you kick them in the face, and you apologize. And you know what happened? You grew from that. And you develop how to create interpersonal relationships with Charlie or with Michael. Go back to those moments. Those moments are so essential in life. And what we don't do in life is allow ourselves, again, to be vulnerable, because it takes some vulnerability to say, to innately tell Charlie you apologize, let's move forward. What you have to do, feeling entrapped, and the 27% men, 40% of women, yes, they're going to be feeling trapped, but don't be afraid to put yourself out there and be vulnerable like you were when you were 8 years old. And you felt so bad about Charlie that you just cried. You know, I remember in elementary school, so many girls crying because they did something wrong. Those are true raw emotions. Allow yourself to go back there. If you have to cry, cry. But on the other side of your tears is when you walk across that bridge. What? It's a pot of gold. You can say Eureka when you go on this other side of that bridge. It's so essential in life, and it's so hard because we become jaded. You know, he's not good enough for me yet because he doesn't make $150,000 a year. When did money become the principal responsibility for love?
Security. Oh, well, not love.
When did money become a synonym for love? When did money? When?
It's supposed to be synonym for security, but not actually love.
You're missing it. When did, in our society, you walk in 7 out of 10 homes, money is a synonym for love? You walk in 7 out of 10 homes in America, money is a synonym for love. 100%. You know why?
Why?
Grass is cut, $1 million home.
Nice cars.
But the husband comes home at 10 o'clock because he's working hard.
And then they can't connect.
And then they don't connect. Money has become a synonym for love in our society. And when that happens, you cannot be a 10. Everything must be balanced. They're going to be, and everything is volatile in life, right? So you're going to have highs where this is going to be more important one day, but it can't be more important for the duration of an entire relationship. Love is paramount in a relationship. If there is no love, relationship does not exist. I'm not talking about booty calls. I'm talking about relationships when you want to get married and have kids and build a beautiful life together. I'm reflecting on like my friend's relationship and even my relationship, how love must be essential. Money cannot be a synonym for love.
Yeah, I was reading the psychology magazine.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It only adds to our conversation.
They said that fear, they discovered that fear and love actually releases the same, hormones from, or energy from your brain. So when you're falling in love, you feel this fear. And when people are starting to self-sabotage or starting to back off, you're actually a coward if you think about it, because it's fear. You're feeling fear. You have to overcome that fear. And then I was reading this today, and it says that women want to feel seduced and romance throughout that relationship. Is a huge part that inspire the woman to fall in love over and over again.
Like 50 first dates, right?
50 first date. It has nothing to do with the money. There's nothing in those psychology magazines or even websites that I've been looking since we started. There's nothing about money. Money secured you, but it
solves the most problems. Money solves the most problems.
Yeah, it's false joy.
War creates the most problems.
And actually, there's 2 things that says that the cause of divorce here in the United States, and we're actually above 50% now. We're after 52%. First is money, second is sex, because if there's probably a problem with financial problem, you have no libido. So and then you don't feel love. They just blaming it to infidelity. They're blaming it to we don't connect anymore. But actually, it's the money that causes the problem.
Absolutely. So we got 4 minutes. Let's get back to the core. If you are a dime, you are in love with self with the ability to love others as equals.
And you're not going to compromise that love yourself.
No, you're not going. But here's the catch: if you love yourself and you have the ability to love others as equal, which is close to impossible. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, my love that I give myself is equal to what I give a complete stranger. No, I'm human. But what I'm saying is you're open-minded and you have the ability to get there. You get it's a journey. So if you have the ability to do that, you're going to pick up the essentials that will allow you to be a dime. And you talked about it, culture, developing self. Everyone has the ability to be a dime. Every 8-year-old girl in America is a dime.
Goddesses are made,
I'm
not
just
born.
Every 8-year-old in America emotionally, I mean, how she thinks in her head is a dime. Or 6-year-old, 7-year-old. She believes the world is a beautiful place. You ask an 8-year-old girl what she want to be in life, she'll probably say Superwoman.
Or princesses.
Or princess. How beautiful is that?
Uh-huh.
Because she innately believes that.
Uh-huh.
If you ask a 15-year-old girl what she want to be in life, she's going to say, I want to be a hairstylist, or I want to be, more pragmatic goals. But your imagination will fuel your reality. You get what I'm saying? And it's so hard for me to describe in a minute and a half. But it's a perception on life. It's how you have to perceive yourself, how you have to attack life. You have to attack with the same aggression you attack yourself with. So go to the gym. If you want to physically be a dime, go to the gym. You want to mentally become a dime, go to the library. You want to spiritually become a dime, go to a church, go to a synagogue. You want to socially become a dime, hang out with your friends, develop self. That's how you become a dime in this society. It's not because beauty fades. You know what replaces beauty? Protecting beauty. So when you have these bad habits, getting drunk, drinking, smoking drugs, doing dope, you're falling.
You're not thinking about the future. And actually, it makes you look like everything to you is temporary.
Temporary. Yeah.
Temporary.
Yeah. Like I said, you can't disconnect moments and energy. People try and disconnect moments, and you can't do that in life. You can't go from 7:30 and skip an hour of your life and go to 8:30.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? You can't do that in life. We got a minute 43 seconds left, and I'm getting all riled up. I need to calm down so I can.
Okay, we have, before we lose time, we have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And it's all the same name?
Yeah, Dirty Truth Radio Show.
Is it the Dirty Truth Radio, or is it Dirty Truth?
No, just Dirty Truth. Dirty Truth. Actually, if you actually research it, it will pop up.
Okay.
And the thing is, like, I would like to know if you guys have any suggestion for next week's topic.
Yeah, give us a topic for next week, because they've been doing. You've been
There's
doing
a lot of questions, but I would like some ideas of topic.
We'll let the audience. We'll let the audience. So
maybe he can give a book as a
Yeah, we'll give a book away. I'll give a book away. No problem. You give us a topic, I'll mail you a book. No problem. So, but it's your birthday, so no birthday sex, just birthday dinner.
Birthday dinner.
Birthday dinner.
Just texted. Just dinner.
Just dinner. Oh man.
And now I can only eat this maybe 1/4 of it, because I'm a dime.
Oh my God! But you know what the funny thing? I was in. Where did I get this? So please go and support the business. She don't even know I'm doing this, but Sugar Expressions on Greenleaf in Uptown Whittier. That's where I got it.
It's really good.
And so I was like, when I was in there, she says, "What kind of muffin do you want?" The first time I was like,
moist.
No, I was like. Roselle likes black men, so I think I'm gonna get her a chocolate cupcake. So I got you a chocolate cupcake. That's why I got you chocolate and not another kind.
I told Corey, it's not that I like black men only. I like men darker than me.
Oh, darker than me. So all the Mexicans that work in the sun, all the black guys from Africa, you got a chance.
Oh,
Dirty Truth Radio. Wait, hurry up.
Happy birthday, Corey.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday, Corey. Happy birthday, Corey. So Dirty Truth Radio, we'll see you guys next week. Fred Hawthorne and Roselle. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.